San Jose Police Department. On December 29th, last year, our San Jose Police Department robbery unit detectives began investigating a series of home invasions and residential burglaries that were taking place throughout the city of San Jose. During the investigation, our detectives teamed up with multiple Bay Area law enforcement agencies and discovered that these suspects were responsible for various burglaries that span throughout Bay Area cities such as Fremont, Milpitas, San Bruno, as well as Union City. During the investigation, the detectives discovered that the suspects stole various items including cash, jewelry, high-end watches, high-end purses, as well as firearms. They also were using a device called a Wi-Fi jammer that is used to scramble the Wi-Fi signal of home security cameras. So during the investigation, our SJPD detectives, along with the Fremont Police Department Special Operations detectives, identified the 4 suspects responsible for the home invasions and the residential burglaries. On January 23rd of this year, our detectives, along with Fremont Police Department, were able to apprehend and arrest 4 suspects while in Union City when they were committing an in-progress residential burglary. Our 4 suspects were booked into Alameda County Jail and are pending transfer to Santa Clara County Jail, where they will face charges locally. SJPD's robbery unit detectives, as well as our merge unit, Fremont Police Department Special Operations Division, and our multiple Bay Area law enforcement agency partners were able to obtain search warrants for the residences associated with the suspects. During the execution of the warrant, the search, they were able to recover over $100,000 in cash, the stolen property, as well as the stolen firearms. This was obviously a tremendous case, tremendous effort that not only involved multiple victims, but that spanned various Bay Area cities. So I do want to thank our Bay Area law enforcement partners, including Fremont Police Department, Milpitas Police Department, Merced Police Department, as well as San Bruno Police Department. Again, like I said, this was a tremendous effort that really required a lot of connecting the dots, putting our puzzle pieces together to try to bring some closure for the victims. Obviously, residential burglaries, you're not only dealing with victims losing their property, losing their life savings, but they're also losing things like their sense of security, their sense of safety, as well as sense of privacy. So tremendous work for our detectives, tremendous work for all our assisting Bay Area agencies in helping us bring some closure for this Bay Area burglary string. Any questions?
Can you talk about the Wi-Fi jammer, how that works?
Yeah, so it's a type of device that really scrambles the network connection, the Wi-Fi. Obviously, this wouldn't affect things that are like wired surveillance cameras that don't use Wi-Fi, but that's typically what they do, is they scramble the Wi-Fi signal.
Were these violent suspects?
I think any crime is, I mean, they're breaking into multiple homes. To me, that's violent. In terms of history, I don't have that information, nor do I talk about that. But anytime you're invading someone's privacy, stealing their items, to me, that's just violent in general.
Are there victims in other counties than the ones you've listed?
This is an ongoing investigation. I mean, obviously, we hope there are no more victims. If that's the case, I mean, that's all part of the puzzle that we're putting together and why we're doing the announcement today. We want to know if there are other cities, other victims. If this case sounds familiar, to please come forward to detectives.
And how often have you seen Wi-Fi scramblers?
I mean, it's rare. I want to say it's common. It's not something we hear about every day. The purchase, use, and sale of these Wi-Fi jammers, it's actually federally illegal, so it's against federal law. I wouldn't say it's a common thing, but again, it's something that we have to keep an eye out with technology as it begins to change, become advanced. Criminals do too, right? They get with the times, and that's what we have to keep an eye out for.
Any recommendations for people to protect their Wi-Fi against this?
I can't say specifically technology-wise what you can do to prevent any Wi-Fi jamming devices from being used, but we do want to let people know that, when you're home, get to know your neighbors, get to know their cars, make sure you report suspicious vehicles, suspicious people, and take measures to protect your home. Surveillance cameras, whether they're Wi-Fi or wired, I mean, they're both great to have. Any other questions? Okay, we're going to move to Spanish.